Hello beauties, welcome to Cutie Talks Beauty. My name is Tanya, aka Cutie, and again, welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you have already been viewing some of my videos. Very briefly, mainly I've been talking about perfume, I'm gonna be honest, but I do plan on getting into skincare, makeup, and hair care, but my passion is perfume. So anyway, this is a viewer request. Thank you, Love Jones 2613, for your request. And I know it's been a few weeks since you made that request. I'm sorry it took me so long, but hopefully this is what you wanted, and you're gonna get what you want. So the request was what mists and perfumes would I use for fall, or will I be using for fall. I have a lot of perfumes and mists, so I might actually do this in 3 parts. So this might be part 1 of my fall. And I live in Texas, so disclaimer, we don't have 4 seasons like other states and other places. So we basically have summer and winter. We may have a few days of fall and a few days of spring, but it's pretty much really hot or really cold. So what I use for the fall is pretty much what I'm going to use for fall, winter. What I use for summer is summer, spring. That's kind of how it works for me. So I can still do a separate video for winter just because I have so many that, but they're pretty much interchangeable. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into this. And I'm going to talk about some combos too, but I've talked about combos a lot in my other videos, and I'll be doing some more combo videos. So I'm not going to talk too much about combos. I'm just going to be talking mainly about the perfumes I'll be using. So the first one's going to be Tom Ford Noir Parfum, and this is discontinued, but excuse me, but you can still get it online, and I have a really great dupe for it that I'm going to mention in a minute if you can't find it or if it's just too pricey. But this is, my laptop is down. I was going to try to go over the notes, but that also makes my videos really long too. So I'm going to just give the best descriptions that I can of them, and eventually I'll have my crap together to where I can really do the notes. But I've only done a few videos, so I'm still working on it. Anyway, so this is, some people describe this as a creamy cheesecake perfume type of perfume. So it is I don't know if it's a cheesecake, but it's definitely a dessert. It smells like a dessert, but it's not a cloyingly sweet type of dessert. I guess that's why people say cheesecake, because cheesecake is not overly sweet typically to most people. But it definitely has a creaminess. It's sweet, but it's still very sexy to me. It's very seductive. I wear my perfumes, whenever I feel like wearing them. So I do wear it to work. Some people probably wouldn't wear it to work because it's more on the sexy side. It's Tom Ford. So and that's what Tom Ford's pretty good at. So but this is definitely one I would wear in the fall. I feel like in the summer, in the hot weather, it might be a bit much. It is, it's Tom Ford. Tom Ford does usually strong perfumes, good projection, long lasting, and I have quite a few of Tom Ford's perfumes, but this is probably my absolute favorite. It's one of the first ones I bought from Tom Ford, and I love this perfume. It's really good. It's really sweet, kind of like a little bit of spicy with sweet. Definitely a great date night perfume. So if you don't have this already, I highly recommend it. But if you don't want to spend the money, or you can't get your hands on it because it's discontinued, I've got a great dupe here. And this has probably been mentioned by other people too, I don't know. But the dupe that I have is Raghba. I believe it's by Lattafa, and I think I've talked about this perfume before. When I first got this perfume, I didn't like it because the initial opening, it's not exactly like the Tom Ford one. The initial opening, I think it's a little spicier, a little stronger. But once it dries down within minutes, I'm sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. When it dries down within minutes, it smells, and I sprayed yesterday. I sprayed one on this side, gave it a few minutes, let it dry down, and I smelled, and I really couldn't tell the difference. So this is really a great dupe for that. And I kind of discovered that just by accident. I was trying to find something to layer with Tom Ford, and I was trying different perfumes, and then I sprayed this, and I'm like, wow, this layers really well. Well, it layers really well because it smells quite a bit like Tom Ford Noir Parfum. So If you can use it as a replacement, or if you have both, you can use it to layer, and that just because this is strong. Lattafa, if you know about Lattafa, Arabian type perfumes, they're strong, they project. This one, and that might be why I didn't like it at first either, is because it might be even a little stronger on initial spray than Tom Ford. So that's saying a lot because it's way cheaper. Lattafa perfumes usually run between 20s and $20 range, $40 range, somewhere in that range. So definitely, and I think you can get it on Amazon for 20 something dollars. So definitely much cheaper than a Tom Ford perfume. And when I tell you, you can definitely skip getting the Tom Ford one and getting this. It's like I said, it might be just a little spicier on the initial spray, a little stronger, but pretty much the same thing. Long lasting, great projection. So this is raghba, raghba. And it is Lattafa. So, and I was glad to get this since the Tom Ford one is discontinued. So my next one is going to be, and some of these are going to be perfumes I've talked about in the past. I just have my favorites. I have a lot. I do want to talk about some other ones that I have, but I do have my favorites. So this is Scandal by Night. I'm not a big fan of the original Scandal. That Beehive scent is a little too much for me, but this has got it's a little more toned down. It's got cherry in it, and it's still kind of a strong perfume, and that's why it's my fall winter perfume. I think it'd be a little too much for summer. It's sweet because it's got cherry, honey, so it's sweet, but I wouldn't say it's cloyingly sweet in cold weather, but I would think in hot weather it might be, or it would just be maybe just too strong. The Scandal perfumes are definitely a beast mode perfume in general. So I think this is probably a lot of people's favorites out of the Scandal line, but definitely my favorite. So, and I typically layer this with a Not Another Cherry by Finery, or my Bath and Body Works Firecracker Pop, which is a really nice slushy cherry perfume. It adds a little bit more sweetness. If I want to wear it during the day, I would wear this with one of those other perfumes, or the Bath and Body Works spray. But at night, I'd probably Not Another Cherry and this together, and I just do that because it just it gives it more cherry flavor, and very sexy, very seductive. So if you wear it during the day, you might want to layer it with something that's going to lighten it up just a little bit even. And unless you're wearing a lot of heavy clothes and you really want to get that smell out, then you could wear it by itself, and you don't have to really try to tone it down with something else. But a really good really good fall winter perfume. Okay, next is going to be Poison Girl, and this is the EDT version. I have the EDB version, but I just prefer the EDT. It's a little sweeter, and it's absolutely one of my favorites. I typically layer this with Oud Satin Mood. Yeah, I think it's Oud Satin Mood, and I had a sample of that, so I was layering it with, but I have a really good dupe for it. Well, I don't know if this one is a dupe for I can't remember if this is a dupe for Oud Bouquet or Oud Satin Mood, but the name of it is Oud Mood, so I'm pretty sure it is a dupe for Oud Satin Mood. And so this is Oud Mood. I think this is another Lattafa. Yeah, it's a Lattafa fragrance, much cheaper than what it's duping. You can get it on Amazon, and it's a really nice oud, and it's a nice oud even if you don't like oud. Some ouds I don't like, but it smells so good. It's delicious. I don't know. I think that it smells like Oud Bouquet to me, just smelling it out of the bottle. So either way, you can layer a Poison Girl with, if you're just trying to make it stronger. Because this is sweet. It's not cloyingly sweet either, but it is sweet. And so I like to add these two, this by itself for daytime, and at night when I'm really trying to be very sexy, a little seductive, a little mysterious, I add Oud Mood to it. and it's just fantastic. I get so many compliments. So I know I said I wasn't gonna be talking about combos, but I can't help it because everything I wear with something else. So anyway, but and I will wear the EDP version as well in the winter and fall time, but I just prefer the sweetness, and it's not a fruity sweet or a edible. It's not like a gourmand. It's just let's see if I can kind of describe it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't remind me of a food or anything like that. It's just a sweet perfume. So if you like Elie Saab, Girl of Now, it's kind of in that sweet range. But oh, it smells so good. So if you haven't smelled that or you don't have it, and there's a lot of great dupes out there. I think Dapper has a dupe. There's a lot of companies that have dupes for it. So you can definitely give that a try. I think Lattafa has a dupe for it. So the Yara in the pink bottle, I think, is a dupe for it. So a lot of great dupes out there, but just a great perfume. Very sweet, lovely. Okay, so next one is going to be, actually, since I mentioned it, I'll say Girl of Now. And I wear this year round. But something about it in the winter, it's really beautiful. It's of a sweet pistachio perfume, but I feel like in the winter, I think the sweetness comes out more in the hotter weather. In the winter, I feel like it's almost a little bit more floral. Not much, because I don't like florals, but it's almost just a little bit more floral and more perfume-like than edible pistachio-like. So this layers really well with Yum, the pistachio Yum by Elie, and it also layers well with the next perfume that I'm going to talk about. So I might as well. This is one of my favorite layering combos. I know I've talked about it in a video already, and that would be Swiss Arabian or oud. What is it? No, shagaf oud Swiss Arabian, which is definitely a dupe for oud bouquet, a dupe for. Okay, so maybe they're not the same. So maybe that one is Oud Satin Mood, the Oud Mood one I mentioned, and then this one is a dupe for Oud Bouquet. So, but these two together, this is great by itself in the winter. Very pretty, very feminine. So not so much sexy, but just very feminine. I wear it when I'm wearing a nice, pretty floral dress, or a pantsuit. Or even jeans and a t-shirt. I mean, or not a t-shirt, because we're talking about fall, it's getting a little cooler. Maybe a light sweater, a scarf around the neck, but just very feminine. When I wear pink and girly colors, this is kind of something I like to wear, because like I said, it's just very girly to me. But still, I'm 48 years old, so it's not childish. But when I layer these two together, I get sexy, seductive, more nighttime. And I had a man in particular follow me around work one time, because he just couldn't get enough of how well I smelled. That was with the two of these together, but I get a ton of compliments with just this by itself. I don't wear it by itself very often because I always layer my stuff, but I have and gotten a lot of compliments. Okay, so next one is gonna be Fancy by Jessica Simpson. This is one of those I had to learn to love. If I haven't already done a video on the perfumes I had to learn to love, I'm going to be doing that pretty soon, because I've got quite a few of them. This was one of them. I wasn't that impressed with it. It was because I was expecting something different. It wasn't because it was bad. I was just expecting something different, so I was a little disappointed. But it seems like to me, the longer it sat, the more it became what I was looking for. So it's a caramel type of fragrance. I love caramel. It's one of my favorites. And I just didn't get enough of that when I first got it. But I think, like I said, the longer it has sat, the more caramel I'm getting from it. It's another sweet, definitely not cloyingly sweet, but it is a strong perfume, especially for a celebrity perfume. It's a strong, sweet perfume, not very expensive. One of the less expensive celebrity perfumes. So definitely worth buying, and you can see I've used it a lot. I do layer this with I don't have it, so I'll talk about that in another video. But that's really more for summer anyway. I layer it with something so I could wear it in the summer, because this is more of a cooler weather perfume, and so I lighten it up during the summer. During the fall, which is what we're talking about, I would layer it with Christmas cookies. What is it called? Christmas cookie? Yeah, Christmas cookies, Bath and Body Works Christmas cookies. I would layer it with a couple of other perfumes that I'm gonna be talking about here. So, but it is great by itself. It's really good for a celebrity perfume. It projects, it smells good. It's very recognizable, and it can definitely get you some compliments. So that's kind of a sweet caramel, but still perfume, not just gourmand type of a fragrance. Great in the cooler weather. So next one, and this is, I'd layer it probably with this one too. This is Casablanca. I've talked about this before. You see I use it a lot. I layer it with a lot of different perfumes. This is also kind of it's like a caramel apple. This is Swiss Arabian. So another really great Swiss Arabian perfume, and like most Arabian perfumes, it's strong. It smells really good. This is another one I had to learn to love too, though. I think Arabian perfumes in general I had to kind of learn to love, but I don't know why, because they smell so good. Sweet, it's delicious, but again, not cloyingly sweet, like most Arabian perfumes, but strong, long lasting. Definitely going to get compliments on it. You can wear it by itself or layer it with things like Jessica Simpson Fancy, Bath and Body Works Christmas cookies. Definitely a really great cooler weather perfume. I probably wouldn't wear that during the summer unless I sprayed it lightly, because it's a potent perfume. Next one is going to be Commodity Milk. I love Commodity perfumes. I don't have it with me because I don't have a full bottle of it. I just have a 10 ml, but also Commodity Gold. And I get the ones with the plus sign, because those are the strongest ones. But and gosh, I wish I had gotten her name before I started this video, but there's a lovely lady that does reviews. I think it's just something Guru. She does perfume reviews, and she does great layering combos. She's the one that names her layering combos, like really cute names, and they're usually gourmand, because she loves gourmand. She did a layering video with this and Christmas cookies, and it's kind of like milk and cookies, and it's a great layering combo. But this by itself is perfect for cold weather. I mean, if you get the bold one, with the plus sign, I don't know so much. Definitely in the wintertime, I would layer it with Christmas cookies to make it stronger. But if you're wearing it in the fall, it's great by itself. It's not too much, but it's gonna get compliments. It's sweet, but not, again, cloyingly sweet. I just like sweet, but none of these are super sweet. I'm gonna do a video one day on my super sweet perfumes. None of these are really super sweet. They're great perfumes to wear in cooler weather like the fall. So I'm going to talk about one more, because I don't want this video to be like an hour long, and then I will be doing more videos on my other ones. I'm looking at them, so I'll do them at some point. But this is Choco Musk, and yeah, Choco Musk, and it is by Rehab's Arabian perfume. You can see I've used quite a bit of it, and it is a chocolate, like kind of a milk chocolate perfume, just like it says, but it also has a little musk in it, so it's not too chocolatey, like Chocolate Greedy. Chocolate Greedy by Montal, yeah, I think by Montal, is a super chocolatey gourmand perfume, and well, I'll talk about that because it's going to be in my next video. But this one is more wearable. It's more like a hot cocoa as opposed to a fudge. So it smells so good. It goes great with Commodity Milk. You know, it goes great with Christmas cookies. And when I say the last one, that's the last perfumes I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about a few body sprays. And it goes great with vanilla perfumes. It goes great with anything that choc would go great with. I've done this with an orange perfume that I'll talk about in another video. And a body spray and I'll talk about that in another video. But so if you've ever heard of the Hugo Boss Private Accord, something like that, it's a it's kind of creates that for a lot cheaper. So, but I'll talk about it in another video. So great chocolate perfume, but not too chocolatey because of the musk. And now I'm going to talk about body sprays, and of course I'm going to talk first about Christmas cookies because I mentioned it several times already. So this is definitely a go-to for me in the fall and winter. In the fall, I kind of wear it with things like that are a little lighter, because it is a very strong, as far as the sweetness goes. It's super, super sweet, maybe a little too sweet for fall. Not to me, but for some people for fall. So I would wear it with something that would maybe make it a little bit less sweet. But in the winter time, that's when I would wear it with chocolate musk. I would wear it with, I would wear this with commodity milk in the fall because commodity milk isn't that sweet, so it tones down the sweetness of this. So this could be fall or winter, but like something like chocolate musk, I'd probably do it. Well, no, even chocolate musk, I could do this in the fall. If I did it with chocolate greedy, it would have to be in the winter. So chocolate musk, yeah, this would, because this isn't too strong, so that would work for fall. I might wear that tomorrow. And so my next body mist, Bath and Body Works body mist, is coconut cream pie, and this is another one I wear more in the winter or as it gets cooler, but I still wear it in the fall. I just wear it with lighter perfumes. So, and I'll talk about that when I do a combo video, because I said I wasn't gonna talk about a lot of combos. But this is another great fall winter body mist. Autumn Drive, this is one of the newer ones. I think it just came out within the last year. Oh, and I can talk about these notes since they have them on the back. Christmas cookies is creamy cookie dough, almond biscotti, and caramel woods. And so it does go well with things like the Jessica Simpson Fancy and just other caramel scents. Casablanca. So coconut cream pie has toasted coconut flakes, caramel custard, and golden pie. Might try that with some of my caramel perfumes. I don't think I've tried that yet. So this one is Autumn Drive, and it is a wild raspberry, warm amber, and vanilla birch. And I typically do wear it with my fruity or raspberry perfumes. And it is great for fall. I think in the winter it may not work as well. It's not that strong, but very raspberry. So but very, very nice in the fall. And I'm gonna talk about two more. Okay, so luckily that was just my Bath and Body Works, not anything glass. So Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, you know, obviously fall, pumpkins, perfect. And I do like to wear a lot of pumpkin scents in the fall. And I'll be talking more about that in my next video. But it's not too strong, it's not too sweet, and it layers very well with some other perfumes I'll talk about in another video. But that's definitely one of my go-tos that I use a lot in the fall. And then this last one I'm gonna talk about in this video, the one that I just knocked on the floor, no, that was autumn. Okay, the last one I'm gonna talk about is gonna be Sunrise Woods. The notes in Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, toasted marshmallows, creamy sandalwood, praline musk. So Sunrise Woods, this is another great fall perfume. I'm sorry, body mist. This is more, like it says, Sunrise Woods. It's a more woody fragrance. And so I like to layer it with some of my sweeter perfumes in the fall to kind of tone down some of the sweetness in some of my perfumes. And I will talk about that in a layering video. But it's got creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, cozy cashmere. And one of my favorite woods is sandalwood. I like I like cashmere. So this is right up my alley. But and like I said, this goes well with quite a few perfumes for the fall that I'll be talking about when I do just a combo layering video, which will be in the next week or so. So that's what I have for you today. Again, thank you, Love Jones 2613, for this request. Those are just some of what I'll be wearing this fall. I will try to do a video, maybe another video this weekend, a part 2 of some more that I have over here that I wear during the fall. And then I'll also be doing a combo video with some of the ones that I didn't mention in this video as far as combos go. So, again, if you have any requests, I really appreciate the requests. I'll do my best to get to them. I'll try to get to them a little faster when you make a request. So anything you're interested in, let me know. Like I said, I can talk about beauties, obviously fragrances. My favorite is to talk about combos, but makeup, if you like this makeup look, or eyelashes, anything like that, you just let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Please give this a thumbs up. Definitely talk to me in the comments. I love reading comments. It really means a lot to me to communicate with people who watch my videos. And if you have any recommendations, especially in the newer perfumes, because I'm on a no-buy right now, but I will be buying again. So if you have any recommendations on some of the newer perfumes coming out that are going to be great for this fall, let me know so I can get those and then come up with some combos for those for you. So again, my name is Tanya, aka Cutie. I really appreciate your time and watching my channel. And until the next video, stay beautiful.